Who's there?
Hello, Chancellor. You elves really do have long lives. You haven't changed in 20 years. But look at me. I've changed so much since I was a little boy.
Ah, yes. You're that little devil from that time I met Emperor Mura.
Ah, so you've remembered. That's me, Levv the Alcor. I've come all the way to this sacred land under orders from the great Emperor Mura.
An Alcor? What business does a goblin assassin have here? If you have come simply to add fuel to this unprecedented national disaster, then as Priest of Light, I shall have to dispose of you.
Now. There's no need to be hostile. I'm with you. Besides, I have some information you might be interested in.
I am not so easily fooled.
You stubborn old relic. If the late King Zidon were still alive, he'd have accepted my offer in a second.
You insolent. Very well. Tell me what you know.
Only if you promise to hire me. I'm not looking for fame or fortune. All I want to do is join your fight.
What's in it for you, Alcor?
Don't ask. That's my only condition.
And why should I not?
Well, do you want to know the only weakness of the Guardian at the Keep?
What?
Hire me. I'm the only guy who can kill the Guardian.
Very well. I accept your condition.
A wise decision, Chancellor.
Enough already. What is his weakness?
The Guardian is vulnerable to light.
Light?
In darkness, it's invincible. But in the light, it can be killed like anyone else. Unfortunately, this fog's protecting it from that very light. Took your time, eh? Oh, Galen the Celestial Wolf, General of Goliath. I've already finished off the Guardian.
Who are you?
I'm Levv the Alcor, but before we get into formalities, shouldn't you place that amulet down?
Is everyone here? Good. Let us now begin this meeting. With our keeps now protected by the shields, the enemy's onslaught has come to an end.
Looks like they weren't ready for another round of thumpings.
I envy your simplicity. And what about...
That is Levv the Alcor. He is here on Emperor Mura's orders.
Oh, come on. If you don't trust me, I can live with it. But there's no need to be openly hostile. I might not look it, but I've been sent to this sacred land in accordance with the Treaty of Light and Darkness.
Treaty?
So, you've been fighting the armies of the night without understanding a single thing. Have you heard of the legend of the Orbs of Light and Darkness?
Yeah.
Are you stupid or something? Any 3-year-old kid's heard that fairy tale.
Shut up and listen, Ochre Breath.
That's it.
Go on.
In the beginning, there was light and darkness. The gods created orbs from the light and darkness, and then created the world from those orbs. The Sergellans, rulers of Orphea, protected the Orb of Light as scions of the Elders. Emperor Mura, ruler of Dorfair, protected the Orb of Darkness as scion of the Goblins. 6 months ago, a witch invaded our kingdom and captured the Orb of Darkness. The witch sacrificed the orb to the dead, thus giving rise to the Lord of the Night. Now an ancient treaty dictates that when the balance of light and darkness is destroyed, it's our duty as guardians of the orbs to join forces to return the darkness to its correct form. That was Emperor Mura's dying wish, And that's how I came to join the effort to defeat the Lord of the Night and take back the orb.
Now I understand the background.
But...
Why did the Lord of the Night decide to save Orphea for last? They've yet to launch the kind of devastating attack that burnt the Central Plains to the ground. It's as if they're trying to seize this sacred land without laying a finger on it.
Allow me. The Lord of the Night seeks to capture the Orb of Light located within this castle. I suspect he fears that, by invading the castle by force, he risks damaging the Orb of Light.
What's he need the Orb of Light for? He's already got the Orb of Darkness, right?
Because his form is still incomplete.
Incomplete?
The ancient texts written in this land say that the Lord of the Night is born from the Orb of Darkness, but that without the Orb of Light, he should be reduced to ashes on the 100th morning following 99 days of night.
In other words, if he doesn't get a hold of the Orb of Light within 99 nights, his time will be up.
Precisely.
So what happens if he does get a hold of that orb?
Day and night cannot exist simultaneously. If light and darkness were to become one, the Lord of the Night shall become omnipotent, and the world itself shall cease to exist.
You've got to be kidding.
What day is it today?
March 5th, the 95th day since the Lord of the Night came to be.
So he's still got 5 days left.
No. He only has 5.
You know what? If only you goblins had done what needed to be done, there wouldn't even be a Lord of the Night.
What did you say?
I'm betting that dumb old Emperor wasn't even guarding the orb!
Speak one more word about His Majesty and it'll be our last.
Enough, you two!
Stop it already! This isn't the time to be bickering among ourselves.
Shut up! You stay out of this, woman!
You aren't much of a surveillant anyway.
Oh, really? Well then, I'll just have to take on both of you myself!
I've had it! I'm gonna bash all of you to bits and get the hell out of this stinking castle!
Different races never get along. And if you ever thought so, you're a bigger fool than I thought.
Sir Zarek! The Crystal Cave! Below the castle! The enemy's infiltrated it, sir!
Huh?
What?
Several troops are heading for the floodgate!
That woman. The Dawn Witch. Where's she going?
Are you the one who triggered the shields?
The Lord of the Night's servant, I presume.
Hurts, doesn't it? To have your deepest pains prodded like this. You must find it difficult to maintain your sanity. You won't die or even go mad. How you manage to do it, I don't know.
Father!
Now sleep, restless warrior. Let me pluck that gallant soul of your body.
You got in too deep on your own. That's just suicidal, my friend. Are you alright?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
Well, I can't can't have you die just yet, can I?
That magic. It was the same magic that destroyed Goliath. Half the soldiers went mad. The other half started killing each other.
That's the Dawn Witch, my friend.
The Dawn Witch.
The woman who brought the Lord of the Night into this world. Nice of her to leave us a gift.
Well done.
That was nothing.
It is good to see all of you safe and well.
That woman. Are you sure she was the Dawn Witch?
Definitely. I saw her once on the plains of Birkday.
I see.
She's really as strong as you said?
Yeah.
Huh. So the boss herself showed up, huh? Guess we really shouldn't be bickering among ourselves then.
You got that right.
But I still do not understand. How did the Dawn Witch know of the existence of the Crystal Cave?
It is a sacred cavern, only known to the royal family of Orphea.
We shall have to increase our vigilance even more.
Yes.
Ah, Levv. You were a bit late. The Dawn Witch invaded the Imperial capital and has already left with the Orb of Darkness. But then, perhaps it was all part of some divine plan that you didn't arrive on time. He must have saved the finest goblin warrior from her destruction, so you could take back the orb and restore the reputation of our people. You must go now, Levv. Return the power of darkness to its correct form.
What are you doing out here?
Just felt like a bit of fresh air. And you.
I just heard an interesting story from Cephia.
Well, isn't that cute? Galen, you came here to find a place to die, didn't you?
I failed to protect my own wife and daughter.
Is that why you agreed to fight for that kid?
There's no other use for my life.
All right.
Why do you prefer to fight on your own? Is that just how all Alcors are?
There's that. But I just don't like working with others. Once you start to care about them, it just gets in the way on the battlefield. If you're unlucky, it might cost you your life. But you know all that, don't you? It's not like you've never tasted death before. My job is to avenge my people and erase the humiliation they suffered. And if anyone gets in my way, I won't hesitate to kill them. Even you, Galen.
I'll remember that.
A scout I dispatched to the Colony Canyon has just reported back to me. An enormous sandstorm has broken out, and as if in response, the armies of the night have begun assembling their troops. Why the enemy has dispatched troops to such a place, we do not know. I need you to set out at once and reveal the identity of this sandstorm. We have only 2 days left. Several sacrifices have been made on our side. But the enemy is only half as strong as it once was. The 3 altars are fortunately all safe. As long as their shields are active, the enemy cannot push forward at full strength. Right now, We need to defend the shields and buy as much time as we can.
So we'll need to await the enemy at the 2 keeps and the clock tower.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Bring them all to me so I can send them all to hell.
Zazie, I'm putting you in charge of Verdai.
You got it.
Levv, you can take care of Seratum.
No problem.
Magni, you go to Tremont.
All right!
The enemy is also running out of time. I expect the Lord of the Night himself to make an appearance in this battle. I only ask that you all make it back alive. Please. O gods who protect this sacred land, bless these valiant warriors of Orphea.
They'll try to go for the amulets as soon as night falls. You're going to stay here and defend the altars. I'll go and intercept them, so they won't get anywhere near here. Got that?
Yes, sir!
I've been in a lot of battles, and I've seen a lot of warriors. Cocky bastards. Guys who are all talk. Liars and double-crossers. Not a single one of them were worth the blood they spilled. Compared to those cowards, the Reaper looks a whole lot more saintly. But that guy was different. Confronted with the behemoth, he stood up to it without hesitation. Could I have done the same with my own hands? What's wrong with me? What's this mix of envy and awe I'm feeling inside? What am I saying? That I'm actually grieving? That I'm sad he died? I'm starting to lose my edge. Here they are. Oh, Celestial Wolf, you don't have to worry for me down there. Since you're not around to do it, I'm gonna defend the sacred land and that kid, and kill the Lord of the Night while I'm at it.
Sir Levv! The enemy is advancing upon Orpheus, sir!
You all stay here and focus on defense.
Yes, sir!
I'm gonna stop you, oh Lord of the Night. Better. It might be lonely down there, Galen. But you'll have to wait a while before I get there. It's always like this when the end is near. The hair on my neck stands on end. I knew what it was at once. It was a sign that the Lord of the Night would soon be here. The moment I'd been waiting for was almost in front of me.
Leave this place! Wretched child of darkness who dares taint this sacred land with blood!
It has been a while, Princess.
You are the Lord of the Night?
Yes, my little sister. Roland.
Casselia!
I only suspected, but...
You both look surprised that I'd still be alive.
How could you do such a thing?
If you really want to know, I can tell you. I was once intended to rule this sacred land, in the stead of our bedridden father. I was to marry a noble paladin hailing from the kingdom of Istar and become queen of Orphea. But the message I received that fateful day was not of my betrothed's glorious victory, but of his untimely death in battle. I fell into despair and lost all desire to live. Then I remembered about the orbs. Light and darkness, two powers so great that to wield them would be to turn my back on the gods themselves. But my mind was set. Those fools who continued to engage in war without tiring of it deserved to die. I became a witch and seized the orb of darkness. With it, I resurrected Roland as the Lord of Darkness. He caressed me with his breath and held me with his arms. That was all I ever wanted. To be with the man I love. That's all. Sephia, hand me the orb of light.
I can't.
Please. There's no more turning back for me. Sephia! Oh! You passed the trials of the priestess.
Yes.
Enough of all this talk!
You'll have to get past me first.
A survivor of Dorfair.
You just couldn't leave that power alone, eh? I hope you're ready to pay the price for all the trouble you've caused.
Foolish goblin.
Let's end this all right now, Cassilia.
I suppose you'll be fighting me then.
This can't be...
I warned you about me. You just had to find out the hard way.
I will not let myself... When I am so close... I shall not lose! I shall not let you defeat me!
What's going on?
Mourn your powerlessness, Alcor!
How about you, Morn? The deadliness of the Altor!
How unfortunate.
You have done well, Levv. You have fulfilled your mission.
Wait. I didn't even manage to kill him.
Ah, but that one blow you delivered shall greatly help those who will come after you. Ahead of us is a domain forbidden to us Guardians of Darkness. You must leave all to the Priestess of Light. If her heart is resolute, and mankind stops the rampaging darkness, the world shall not come to an end. The warrior who shall fulfill this task should have awoken by now. Rest for now, my son. Let your memories fade away.
And so my battle came to an end. The heavens heard the prayers of the priestess, and the world was saved. There's something else I acquired in this sacred land. Something far more embarrassing and obnoxious. Friends. They might look and think differently, but as long as we act as one, there's no miracle we can't create.